We are going to discuss today about normal distribution. Normal distribution is a continuous random variable distribution. So obviously, when X is a continuous random variable, then it can follow a normal distribution. Actually, when X is a continuous random variable, it can follow many distribution, that is normal, or it can be chi square or T distribution, or there can be many, but we have only normal distribution to study. So if X is a continuous random variable, then it may follow normal distribution. So we are going to understand what normal distribution is all about. It is a symmetric distribution. It is a symmetric distribution in which frequencies or probabilities are evenly distributed about the mean. That is, if we represent the normal variable graphically, if normal variable is graphically represented, we will get a symmetric curve which is commonly called as normal curve or normal curve of error. ये normal curve of error इसलिए कहा जाता है इसको because normal curve is extensively used to describe errors made in repeated measurement. It helps us to find the proportion of measurement that falls within a certain range. Normal curves हमेशा आपको help करता है दो particular values के बीच की area निकालने को. Now, normal distribution is also called as a limiting factor of binomial distribution. तो वैसे देखा जाए तो हम लोग बस बाइनोमियल ही स्टडी करते हैं क्योंकि उसका एक लिमिटिंग फैक्टर है डिस्क्रीट में, वो जो है पॉइसन, और एक है कंटिन्यूअस में जिसको हम लोग नॉर्मल बोलते हैं. तो नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन इज लिमिटिंग फॉर्म ऑफ बाइनोमियल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. तो बाइनोमियल में तो हमको पता था देयर वाज n number of trials which was countably finite. In binomial, the number of trials were countably finite. In normal, the number of trials are infinite. They tend towards infinity. There are huge trials, huge number of trials. बहुत सारे trials है यहाँ पे. Poisson में भी trials बहुत सारे थे, लेकिन P जो था, probability of success जो था, वो comparatively बहुत ही छोटा हुआ करता था Poisson में. लेकिन नॉर्मल में even though the trials are huge, P and Q both are not small, rather they are almost equal. तो ये डिफरेंस है. नॉर्मल और पॉइसन दोनों के दोनों बाइनोमियल के लिमिटिंग फॉर्म है, लेकिन बाइनोमियल में नंबर ऑफ ट्रायल्स 30 या 30 से कम होते थे, काउंटेबली फाइनाइट होते थे। क्वेश्चन में नंबर ऑफ ट्रायल्स काउंटेबली इनफाइनाइट होते थे, लेकिन पी और क्यू की वैल्यू कंपैरेबली बहुत छोटी होती थी। नॉर्मल में नंबर ऑफ ट्रायल्स भी बहुत ज्यादा है और पी और क्यू की वैल्यू भी बहुत बड़ी है, ऑलमोस्ट इक्वल है दोनों की वैल्यू। दिस सेपरेट्स देम फ्रॉम ईच अदर। नॉर्मल का जो पैरामीटर है, नॉर्मल इज ऑल्सो बाय पैरामेट्रिक। नॉर्मल इज बाय पैरामेट्रिक and its parameters are, पैरामीटर्स मतलब वो वैल्यू जिससे वो पूरा डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन आपको मिल जाएगा। तो नॉर्मल के पैरामीटर्स क्या है? पैरामीटर्स आर मीन ऑफ नॉर्मल वेरिएबल x which is denoted by mu, this is denoted by mu, and standard deviation of x which is denoted by sigma. So these are the parameters of normal distribution. So if x is following a normal distribution, जैसे हम लोग binomial और quotient में लिखते हैं, so if x is following a normal distribution, I can always write down this as x follows normal distribution with parameter mean, mu, and standard deviation. And the function, the probability function under normal distribution is given as 1 upon standard deviation 2 pi e raised to minus x minus mu upon 2 standard deviation square, where x is in between minus and plus infinity. 2 pi or under root 2 pi is 2.5060 and e as we all know is 2.7183. ये था original normal distribution का function which was given by a certain British mathematician de Moivre in 1733. Even though this information is not given in your modules, not a detailed information, ये मेरे पास एक बुक है चंद की, उसमें दिया हुआ है। ये जो ओरिजिनल फंक्शन था, ये एक मैथमेटिशियन था डी मोवरे का, जिसने वो 1733, दैट इज समवेयर अराउंड इन 18th century इट वाज गिवन। लेकिन बाद में ध्यान में आया कि ये एक तो देखो ये बहुत बड़ा फंक्शन है, बहुत बड़ा फॉर्मूला है, and calculating by this formula was practically sometimes impossible. So somewhere in the beginning of the 20th century, somewhere in 19 beginning तक एक और स्टैटिस्टिशियन, एक और मैथमेटिशियन थे, कार्ल फ्रेडरिच गॉस। मैं कार्ल गॉस बोलती हूँ उनको, मैं बोलती हूँ मतलब यही नाम है उनका। इन्होंने नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन को बहुत सिंप्लीफाई कर दिया। He simplified this formula. He simplified the concept, जिसके वजह से आज हम लोग नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन बहुत आसानी से सॉल्व कर सकते हैं। एंड इसलिए आज के नए नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन को गॉसियन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन भी कहा जाता है, बिकॉज इट वाज सिंप्लीफाइड बाय हिम। And then how did he simplify this concept? He introduced a new concept here. नॉर्मल में उन्होंने एक बहुत ही नई और अच्छी कंसेप्ट डाली नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, क्योंकि ये जो फंक्शन था ये इतना डिफिकल्ट था, ये थोड़ा सा मुश्किल हो जाता था इसके साथ कैलकुलेट करना। तो उन्होंने एक नया कंसेप्ट इंट्रोड्यूस किया, जिसके वजह से ये पूरा डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन बहुत आसान हो गया। एंड विल लर्न दैट। नाउ व्हाट गॉस डिड is he introduced a concept of standard normal variable. So Gauss actually introduced a concept of standard normal variable, and the standard normal variable is called as Z. Now, what is the standard normal variable? The standard normal variable has actually made the concept very easy. Now, the standard normal variable Z is a normal variable. It has a normal distribution, mean 0 and standard deviation 1. So the standard normal variable Z is follows नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, और क्योंकि ये नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन फॉलो करता है तो उसके दोनों पैरामीटर्स भी डिफाइन चाहिए. Follows normal distribution and its mean is 0 and its standard deviation is 1. And even this standard normal variable, when it is plotted graphically, it will give you a symmetric curve. And what do we do with the standard normal variable now? What we do exactly is we convert our normal variable x into standard normal variable Z. We convert a normal variable x into standard normal variable Z. How? With the help of this formula. So this is Z is equals to x minus mu. Mu is the mean of x upon standard deviation of x. After converting the normal variable, simple normal variable x into standard normal variable Z, I'll get a value of Z. Now, because Z is a normal variable, Z when plotted graphically will give you an, like any other normal variable, every normal variable plotted graphically will give you a symmetric curve. So similarly, Z when represented graphically will also give a symmetric curve. And this symmetric curve is bell-shaped. And it is symmetric over axis Z is equals to 0. And it is mean. 0 is mean of Z. So as far as x is concerned, it is symmetric over the axis x is equals to mu. क्योंकि z का मीन 0 है तो वो उसको सिमेट्रिक है. तो अगर मैंने x के कंपेरेबली में देखा तो वो सिमेट्रिक है म्यू पे. Okay, so when z is represented graphically, it will give you a symmetric curve. It is a bell-shaped curve, symmetric over axis x is equals to 0, and this curve is called as standard normal curve. A very famous standard normal curve. I'll just show you a standard normal curve. It is a symmetric curve over the axis. So suppose this is your axis. This is x-axis. It is always all through x-axis. And this curve is bell-shaped. It will not touch x-axis anywhere. It will just have the tails, and it will be symmetric over this particular axis. And at this axis, z is equals to 0. Here z is equals to 0. 0 is its mean. So I can also write that x is equals to mu. It is a symmetric curve. The axis is z is equals to 0. And standard deviation is the area under the curve. ये स्टैंडर्ड नॉर्मल वेरिएबल जो है ना z, इसको इस तरह से भी लिखा जाता है, स्टैंडर्ड नॉर्मल वेरिएबल. And this is also written as standard normal curve. And the standard normal curve is symmetric over z is equals to 0. And area under standard normal curve is equals to 1. That is nothing but equal to the standard deviation of the standard normal variable z. Okay. Now you see the association. Standard normal curve के नीचे की जो एरिया है वो 1 है. टोटल प्रोबेबिलिटी भी किसी भी रैंडम एक्सपेरिमेंट की 1 होती है. So any probability is associated with the area under the standard normal curve. So for any probability of x is equals to something is equal to the area corresponding to a under standard normal curve for z at x is equals to. तो अगर आपको कोई probability चाहिए, probability of x is equals to a, suppose, अगर आपको ये probability चाहिए, तो it is equal to area under standard normal curve at z is equals to a. तो जब x a होता है, तो z की जो भी वैल्यू आएगी at x is equals to a, इधर आएगी ना z की वैल्यू by using this formula. तो probability of x is equals to a will be equivalent to the area under the standard normal curve when z is calculated at x is equals to a. Or I'll say probability of x is equals to a is equal to area under standard normal curve when z is calculated for x is equals to a. The standard normal curve has its own properties. It is a bell-shaped curve. It will never intersect the x-axis. Mean, median, and mode for the standard normal curve is same. And the area under the standard normal curve is 1. The total area is 1 and it is symmetric. So this area is 0.5 and this area is 0.5. These two areas are 0.5, 0.5. ये symmetric है, तो इधर की वो पूरी सारे areas की symmetry इधर होगी. We'll also discuss about the properties of standard normal curve in another video.